Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jake's Sports Takes. I'm podcasting again today. First of all, I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. I hope you guys had a safe New Year's Eve. I did. I worked a little bit and then went home, watched the uh, Cotton Bowl Classic, Miami versus Ohio State. Miami winning 34-17 last night against Ohio State. They will now play the winner of one of three games today. Ole Miss and Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. That is the late game tonight, 7:30 on ESPN. The first game actually today is the Orange Bowl, which will be the number 4 Texas Tech Red Raiders the number 2 or 3 team, I apologize. The number 3 Texas Tech Red Raiders will face the number 5 seed Oregon Ducks. That might be the 4 seed. 4 seed. Pardon me. I apologize, guys. It'll be the number 4 seed Texas Tech Red Raiders versus the number 5 seed. The Oregon Ducks will be in the Orange Bowl later today, beginning at 11 o'clock. That is from Miami Gardens, Florida. The second game on our slate for the college football playoff will be the Rose Bowl game presented by Prudential Financial. That'll be at 3:30. That'll be the team who I believe got the luckiest break of all, the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the number 1 team in the country, the shocking, surprising underdog story in the history of college football, the Indiana Hoosiers. That'll be at 3:30 on ESPN, live from Pasadena. And your New Year's nightcap, the All-State Sugar Bowl will be the Ole Miss Rebels, the number 6 seed versus the number 3 Georgia Bulldogs, champion of the SEC in New Orleans. That'll be at 7:30 on ESPN. So I also got some breaking news, couple pieces of breaking news. If no one heard about it, Victor Webby, injured his knee last night. No word if he's gonna be out or how long he's gonna be out. But he injured his knee, and they said no timetable on him. He came off a calf injury a couple weeks ago. Played very well, but he unfortunately he got injured again last night. And I hope for him. I mean, he's a great player. I hope he stays. I hope they can get him healthy and stuff like that. Yesterday, some breaking news that I did not read, or last night. Trevion Diggs was released by the Dallas Cowboys a couple days ago. Well, he was claimed off waivers by the Green Bay Packers, who are the 7th seed in the NFC right now, are going to be the 7th seed in the NFC. So that is some NFL news. We have no NFL games tonight. Thursday night games are over, thankfully, because some of them have been miserable to listen to while I've been working, and it's like these games are garbage. You know, there have been some good ones, but unfortunately, they try to play them what they predict at the beginning of the year, and then they just turn out to be absolute train wrecks. But that's the one thing I kind of am sick about. But some bowl updates from yesterday. The Iowa Hawkeyes won 34-17 against the Vanderbilt Commodores. From when I was watching it and listening to it, Diego Pavia got the crap blitzed out of him, and got beaten up and hammered by the Iowa Hawkeyes defense. Great job by them. Iowa did their job, and Gronkowski, the quarterback from Iowa, had a great game. Won the MVP of the bowl game. Good job by him. Actually, Nebraska won their second straight bowl game yesterday as well. I didn't see it. I didn't even know they played in a bowl game. But first time since 2008 and 2008, 2009, under Bo Pelini. Good job by them. I mean, it was kind of a tough year, but good job by them. Um, I'm gonna go. I know I was doing a lot of fantasy football predictions and stuff like that this year. Played a lot of fantasy football, as I said yesterday. I won quite a few leagues. I finished second. My lowest was 7th. So I'm gonna give you guys a list of people. I'm gonna give you a list of about top 5 people. 2 lists. One, who I would think about drafting next year in 2 early fantasy rankings, and 5 people who I drafted this year who I'm not going to draft again. So, for my first part of the list, it's 5 people who I don't believe I'm going to think about drafting unless I pick them off waivers. I'm going to go. I mean, he's a great. I don't think he's a great quarterback. He's a Mr. What have you done for me lately? Now, I mean, he can still change my tune. And what I read in the way too early fantasy rankings is Lamar Jackson is ranked as the second best fantasy quarterback in the league. I disagree with that. He's not the second best in the league for next year, in my opinion. I think he's overrated. He hasn't won clean game. He hasn't won the big game. He hasn't done what he needed to do. This year he was injured. I think he's a little overrated, and I think he's not somebody who is up to that. He's an elite quarterback. He's a former MVP, but I just wouldn't have faith in him. I mean, he killed me this year. In the injury factor, the underachieving, I'm done with him. I got to go also to Baltimore. I get back to Baltimore. Zay Flowers underachieved for me again. I mean, he had a couple good games, but I'm not gonna go with him again. I drafted him pretty high, and he didn't do anything for me. I'm not gonna take him again. I'm done. My number 3 pick for that list is going to be. I've been thinking about this. Well, I'm gonna go with a tight end who I believe is a little suspect. I'm probably not gonna go with Jake Ferguson. He fell off the map. He was doing good for the first half of the season, and then when they finally got those receivers cooking, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and then Monte Williams, when they got that offense completely cooking, I'm not gonna take Ferguson again. I don't think, unless I pick him up on a waiver wire. I can't. Another one. I don't think I took him in this year's draft, but he was a complete disappointment. I mean, and I got to give Jacksonville all the props in the world. Liam Cohen's done a great job. Trevor Lawrence has come back from where I said he was overrated, and I don't believe he, can do this in the NFL. He got a bit too big of a contract, but when they got Jacoby Myers, that script flipped. It got Jacksonville back into the playoff. They were in the hunt anyway, but they got better. Lawrence has got, I believe, 16 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the last, 5 or 6 games. They're in contention for potentially the 1 seed. I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to win the division, but that's tough to tell. there's a lot of we'll see what happens this week. Um, but Brian Thomas Jr. Nah, I think he's gonna bust out, or I think he's gonna. I think he was a bust, and I think now that Jacoby Myers is signed, I'm gonna say that's gonna be their number wide receiver one. Brian Thomas, not done with him. Um, number 5. This this is a little tough. This is a hard list because uh this is a flat out hard list to pick because I don't really like doing this how early it is. But I'm gonna say for the uh, Carolina Panthers, I'm not gonna pick Chuba Hubbard. He lost his job when he got hurt, and Rico Dowdle had a uh, great year. I mean, he's fallen off a little bit, but that happens when you get into good defenses, when you get late into that season where you're trying to make the playoffs. But I'm gonna say that Chuba Hubbard done. He might be a waiver wire pickup, maybe a late round pick if I need a spot. Guys, I am definitely debating who I'm gonna draft. A man who I believe, or I'm gonna be looking at, the man who I believe now, and I believed this about a month ago, maybe even longer, Drake May. I believe the MVP of the NFL. Matthew Stafford had a great year. He had a shot to at least make it tight in contention, but now it's Drake May. Drake May, I believe. I still say Josh Allen's the best quarterback, but I think Drake May is definitely the second best and close best. But that's to determine. Um, Guys who I am definitely considering drafting next year. He had a great year, and Denver is a great team. But I did pick him up in a middle round pick, and somebody who I sometimes sat on the bench because of matchup issues, and sometimes started him at a flex or a wide receiver for bye weeks. Cortland Sutton. Bo Nix is coming into his own. He's got an offense that set Sean Payton around. I mean, he did that in New Orleans with Drew Brees, and Drew Brees won a Super Bowl, and now he's a finalist and likely going to get in for the Hall of Fame. Cortland Sutton is one. I'm going to say this, and this is coming from a bias. I understand I'm being biased because you can see I'm a Texans fan. But Dalton Schultz, yes, he's aging. And yes, that offense has been kind of suspect. But Dalton Schultz, especially when they've gone on that 8-game win streak, since they started 3-5, he has come alive. Having that safety blanket with Nico Collins and some of those young receivers, he's become a mentor. He is not a great tight end, but a very good, capable tight end or a flex player. Dalton Schultz definitely could be a late round pick up for bye weeks and flex position, determining how you do it. I'm going to go. I said Chuba Hubbard would be somebody I wouldn't draft. Rico Dowdle, I believe, is somebody I might think about drafting definitely in a middle round, probably in more of a middle late round pick. He stepped up when Chuba Hubbard was out. I think he would be a good fit. Another one at my number 4, guys. I'm really thinking that Michael Pittman Jr. and Josh Downs for Indianapolis, when they get that quarterback situation figured out, it'll be Indianapolis. What I've heard potentially is that Daniel Jones will be ready for the beginning of the year next year. And Indianapolis, if they're smart enough, they're gonna restart him. They're gonna resign him. Excuse me. But we will see what happens. Who knows what the Jim Irsay's, the late Jim Irsay's daughter is gonna do? In my opinion, they should just sell the team to somebody or give it to somebody who knows what they're doing. They traded for Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner is a great corner, and he played on some bad teams. But you know, gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. It wasn't. Indianapolis was already falling apart. They tried to pick him up to help stabilize that secondary. He got hurt. Daniel Jones got hurt. You know, Indianapolis just needs to use that middle round pick to set him up. That'll be good. Oh, my fifth and final pick for potential drafting next year. I'm gonna go back to New England. I don't remember his first name, but Butte would be somebody I would definitely think about drafting in a late round and potentially using him as a flex player or injury issues, if injury issues come about in fantasy. That is one key thing. Waiver wire pickups and injury and bye weeks are the three keys. That's what helped me win and helped me keep myself afloat. Is using that waiver wire, and that's what helped me pick stuff up and help me win. Because those waiver wire pickups are key. You know, Drake May, I picked up off of waivers. I picked up Ferguson when he was going off of waivers. Javonte Williams, I picked up Schultz. I can go on and on. A couple guys I'm on the bubble with, but I'm not sure about picking them up next year. It's still to be determined. One would be Saquon Barkley. I mean, Saquon had a down year. The Eagles didn't look that great. But he's still on the fence for me, but I'm still probably going to pick him up. Drake London, Atlanta, I don't know the quarterback situation. Michael Penix technically is going to probably be their quarterback next year. But I'm thinking, I don't know. You don't know. As for pickups I might consider picking up Stroud. I picked him up. He was another guy I picked off of waivers. They got that offensive line stabilized, and him and Mills picked up. But that depends what happens with that. George Pickens is another one. Are they gonna sign him to a long-term contract? In my opinion, Dallas would be smart. Make sure they had a number 2 locked up. And number 3 person I would definitely consider drafting would be R.J. Harvey. Another guy I picked off of waivers. Definitely somebody I picked up on waivers. Consider picking up. Again, another guy I picked off of waivers. He had a great year, 14 touchdowns. Great job. Probably might be the offensive rookie of the year. One thing I don't before I go. One thing I just read Nafisia Collie or whatever, the lady who won was runner-up in the MVP in the WNBA behind Asia Wilson. is going to miss 4 to 6 months with some sort of injury. I just read it. It just popped up on my phone. It's a shame. She's a great player. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, this week begins basically a couple winning games, as I mentioned yesterday. The divisions, a lot of the divisions are still up for grabs. Texans are playing Indy. Jacksonville's playing Tennessee. And both of them should be winnable games for both teams, but it's hard to say what could happen. Justin Herbert's already been shut down for this game for the Chargers against Denver. I mean, all they have is a wild card. Josh Allen has already been, I heard yesterday, has been shut down for the Bills. Understandable, it's the Jets. No word on Trevor Lawrence. No word on some of the big quarterbacks who were in the playoffs who have been shut down. One thing I believe, my dad and I had this conversation. In my opinion, you should play it like the final preseason game. You should let them play maybe a quarter, maybe a half. If it's out of control, take them out. If you have a good enough backup, take them out and let the backups play a little bit. Then they're not as rusty, especially if you have to play on Wild Card Weekend. But we will see what happens. On Saturday before the NFL games start, I will give my predictions. And announce what the injury reports, and the schedule of those games. I hope you have a great New Year's Day. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. I hope everybody had a happy New Year. I hope 2026 is good. And 2026 is going to be some big year for Jake's Sports Stakes. I'm trying to get this posted, trying to get some more viewers and followers. So please, before I sign off, follow me on Instagram at Duke Nats Texans Fan 11 and at Jake Ferris on YouTube. Watch this video, shoot some comments down, questions, anything you have. So, everybody have a great Thursday. Everybody, I will email you or do this again on Saturday to announce the injury report and the predictions for the NFL games, Week 18. Have a good day. Enjoy your New Year's Day. Stay safe. And peace out, my nerds.